Sometimes you're playing almost a zone look on one side, man look on the other, and you get a matchup with a safety. And that time, Jamal Parker and Keon Hatcher got matched up. Here we go.
Trey Vaval's got it in midfield, and he's going to be forced out just inside the 50. He has shown some flashes
Out there to Dembski.
Second half for Strebler, 8 of 10, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns. This time it's Berryhill on the return. Oh, and he's hammered, and the ball is out. Max scramble at the 35, and who's got it? The Bombers say it's them. The Lions say it's them, and it is Winnipeg ball.
Berryhill forced into some return duty as well because of that injury in warm-up to Jermaine Jackson. I don't think he's had a return tonight. That might have been his first. Chris Ike with the hit. Special teams, pops the ball out.
That was his first return of the game.
Michael Chris Ike, just
Great hit.
great tackle. Pops it out. Cover team recovers and chance to...
Timeout, Winnipeg.
Mira Pyrolahu, former Bomber himself, sends this one high into the smoky skies of Manitoba. Drops down, and is returned by Trey Vaval across the 30, 40, 50. Turns on the Jets. Vaval off to the races. 10-5 touchdown. Immediate response for the Bombers.
And you can see this one shaping up early. A little bit of separation in terms of that web, that net in kick coverage for the Toronto Argonauts. Guys caught at different levels. And Trey Vaval has been handling the return duties for the Bombers all season. That's his welcome to the end zone moment. Wide meeting room right now.
Willie Jefferson right in the middle of that rush on the punt. Can't get home, so it drops down to Trey Vaval with a kickoff return earlier in this ball game. He gets to the outside, makes 2-man miss, makes Aaron Casey miss on the corner, turns on the Jets, cuts it back at the 50, and can he go? Trey Vaval, say no more! A double dip of return touchdowns.
Well, your starting quarterback is out of the lineup. How big a lift is it when your offense gets a boost in the form of 2 special teams touchdowns and a defensive touchdown in the first half of a ball game? Trey Vaval absolutely feeling it here in the opening 30 minutes in Winnipeg.
Winnipeg hoping to eliminate the recent memories of double-digit losses. 3 games straight they've had them. Arbuckle gets this one past Willie J. Into traffic and incomplete. Knocked away. Tony Jones there in coverage alongside Trey Vaval.
From far right side of your screen, offensive left in the formation. And here you'll see ball's not there yet. You know, and tough to say if the right hand of Vaval, if there was any kind of tug on the jersey or if it was just kind of that gentle touch as he was trailing the receiver.
Cousins stands in his own end zone. This is a horrible kick. That bounced at the 40. Looked like it came off the side of his foot. Taken away. Brought back up the near sideline. Vaval. Instant field position for the visitors. VA looking for that end zone. Looks in that direction. Throws over there. Broken up. Vaval does his job, but there's a flag right in the end zone.
Right at the line of scrimmage. And Barnes with a try to do a little double move there. There's a grab well past 5 yards and a little tug on the jersey.
But how about this? I think Willie Jefferson deflected it. Osha's going to challenge because the ball was deflected right there.
It was touched.
That
and
it wouldn't be a pass interference.
That's what's happening, I think, right now.
Last in the Canadian Football League. In tough here again on 2nd and 10. Brown loads it up. Templeton down the seam. And good battle back and forth. No flags down. Knowing who and where to communicate to and get things going. Steps up in the pocket. Pressure on. Underneath. Keelan White gets hammered. Trey Vaval flies in on Keelan White, who hangs on.
And turned to Vaval and said, hey, nice job. That was a good hit. That's a little mutual respect right there. Nice catch.
So that's enough for a first down for Sneed. Morgan again, quickly, high for Rambo. And cutting underneath him was Vaval.
I think he's trying to, I'm not sure whether he was trying to take the deeper one and he just was short on it, or he was taking the under one and he's high on it.
To get it done. They keep going. There's a deep shot. Morgan, end zone for Rambo, but it's short, and it's intercepted. Morgan is picked off again. It's Vaval who gets it and lands in the Winnipeg end zone, and that should just about do it. Turnover is part of the story, to be sure.
Trey Vaval making the play on the short throw. Just running it down. Just getting underneath. Rambo can't adjust in time. Vaval does, takes it at the highest point for the interception.
So if we give this to the Bombers, looking about to improve to 6-4 with a couple of games against the Riders over the next 2 weeks.
That left hash, that is up, and it is wide. It'll be brought back out by Vaval. Vaval, can he find a block or two? Gets a couple, takes it up to the 20. Vaval cuts it back, stays on his feet. How about this? Are you kidding me? Vaval with a couple of spectacular moves, and he is out of here. See you later. Vaval, house call, missed field goal, return touchdown, and the Bombers have life.
It out from this far, and again just has to get around, make that first one miss, couple nice blocks on the perimeter, and then he's going to run with speed, get a good block on the kicker, and then you cut the weak arm on the holder or the snapper, and then it's off to the races.
Well, a shot in the arm that Winnipeg desperately needed, and it comes from Vaval.
Great career for Willie Jefferson.
46-yarder from Ward. That one is up, and he misses it again. Second of the game. Brought back by Vaval. Oh, boy, look at this. He'll take it out to the 40. Gets a little bit of space, and finally they'll shut him down this time. Leggio gets things started. Thank you very much for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. It'll be Vaval. He'll take it just inside the 15. Back to the 25. Finds a little bit of space. Gets the 50. How about this for a start? Vaval down to the 30. The 20 to 10. Gone. Touchdown Bombers. Vaval does it again.
Last week it was a club record 128-yard TD return. How do you start out the crowd and get them going? Beautiful return up the sideline. Great blocking on the inside and the outside, given that lane. Very difficult for kickers to be able to tackle these athletes in space. Leggio couldn't make the play. Trey Vaval gets this crowd going, Dusty, nice and early.
Oh, he starts it with a bang. It's 98 yards. 2 kick return touchdowns this year. 43-yard attempt for Blanchard. And that one is up. And it is wide. Vaval, he's dangerous. Brings it out, finds a little bit of space. Here goes Vaval again. Takes it to the 30. Stays on his feet, and eventually they'll track him down and hammer him down just outside the 45.
That his longest in the season is 59. Looking for a little bit more comfort. It's drifting right, and it is wide. So the miss from 49 by Lother, and Vaval brings it out. Here comes Trey Vaval. The 20, 25, 30.